You've probably never met a Dalish before, have you?
I wouldn't know.
I'm sure you'd be able to tell. Dalish aren't much like the elves in the cities.
The smug sense of superiority does give you away.
Certainly your people have stories about the Dalish, no?
My people?
The elves in Banter. They must have heard of us.
They've heard. They just don't care.
But if they run away, the Dalish would help them.
You might as well say, if they flew into the sky, they could live in the clouds.
What would they eat in the clouds? There's nothing there but fluff and the occasional bird.
This is why nobody takes the Dalish seriously. Why are you watching me like that?
You have Valasleen. The same markings that the Dalish have.
Yours are not made of lyrium.
No, they're made of blood. Our blood. That's what Valasleen means. Blood writing. It's a mark of adulthood.
Mine were carved into my flesh against my will, in a ritual I remember only for the agony it caused me.
I'm so sorry.
I don't want your pity.
Are you talking to me?
You said you were sorry about the ritual I endured. Keep your sorrow.
I only meant...
You have all the freedom none of our kind enjoy, and you throw it away. On what?
Our people need to reclaim their heritage.
A heritage of defeat? To what end?
Would you truly turn your back on your own history? There's so much we don't know.
It's not my history. It's simply history.
You've never come to the alienage, Fenris.
I don't live in the alienage.
Don't you care about the plight of our people? Not even a little bit.
I don't need to visit the alienage to know what they suffer. I know it better than you.
I've lived there for years. I see it firsthand.
And I lived it. Avert your eyes, witch.
You said I was dwelling on useless history. But what are you doing? The past is important to you and to all of us. We must know it to move forward.
You had a life. You had a family. And you abandoned them to chase after ghosts. We are nothing alike. Don't even begin to think that we are.
Did you step on something sharp, Fenris?
No.
Slam your fingers in a door?
No.
Smack your head on a low beam?
Is there a point to this line of questioning?
Just wondering why you're so cross all the time.
I think he jabs himself with those spikes, personally.
Perhaps it's the inane prodding. Sour ale, vomit, and the smell of desperation.
Do you like anything?
I like quiet. You are more naive than I thought.
What have I done to you now?
To me, nothing. Not yet. To yourself, you can't even begin to imagine the number of mages that have walked down the path you're now on.
My clan didn't believe in me. If you don't believe in me either, I won't mind.
See for yourself. The legacy of the Magisters.
They sacrifice the unwilling.
Is that so hard to believe? You're only a step away from it yourself.
That's not true.
Believe what you like. In my experience, mages always find a way to justify their need for power.
Poor Anders.
You pity him. He's dangerous to himself and everyone around him.
I think he's broken the thing he wanted to save.
You pity him because he's you.
Breaking the things you love most isn't restricted to mages, Fenris.
Sadly true.
Your master must have been a terrible man to make you hate mages so.
He is a terrible man. He's not dead.
We're not all like him.
How often I hear that, and yet how often I find it's not true.
The Keepers are different. They exist to preserve the old ways and to protect our people.
And none of them would ever fall prey to a demon, or perform blood magic.
It's impossible to talk to you. Your master must have been a terrible man to make you hate mages so.
He was. Now he's dead.
We're not all like him.
How often I hear that, and yet how often I find it's not true.
The Keepers are different. They exist to preserve the old ways and to protect our people.
And none of them would ever fall prey to a demon or perform blood magic.
It's impossible to talk to you. Do you regret it? What happened with your sister, I mean?
No.
You don't wish that maybe you hadn't found her again?
Whatever I wish, it is already done.
You're lucky then. There are so many things I wish I could undo. Do you regret it? What happened with your sister, I mean?
No.
You don't feel bad about killing her? Not even a little?
It was necessary.
You're lucky then. There are so many things I wish I could undo.
This keeper of yours, she was a friend?
She was like a mother to me. To all of us.
Then I'm sorry.
No, you're not. She's just one more mage to you. Why would you be sorry she's dead?
I'm not sorry she's dead. I'm only sorry she died for you.
What?
Let's hope the sacrifice of someone who cared for you that much isn't wasted. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
You're in love.
I am not.
You keep looking at Hawk with sad puppy eyes every time his back is turned.
There are no puppy eyes.
It's all right, you know. Even you can be happy once in a while. It won't kill you. But your face might crack if you smile, so be careful.